So let's bury a quarter. Actually, I'll go with a nickel. Something more real here. A nickel. There. Right. 26. Right. It's a real nickel. And I just want to explain to you here a few things about hot soil. I'll drop the gain down here a little bit, shut it up. Hot soil and EMI, two conditions that I deal with a lot. If you hunt out in the middle of the field, not really too much EMI. If you hunt in clean soil, mild ground, you have it pretty easy. If you say that your detector will hit these certain coins in my test garden, well, you're thinking different than everybody else who hunts in hot soil, because they know better. They frickin' know better. If you've never hunted in hot ground before, you are frickin' absolutely clueless. You're clueless on what hot soil does to most detectors. The more you detect in hot soil, the more you learn how to get around that hot soil and dial the detector in to be able to hit on 5, 6, 7 inch deep targets, no matter what coil size you have. The bigger coils you have in hot soil, the more you're gonna kick yourself in the ass. And I'm gonna bury this coin here at about 5 inches deep. And I'm gonna test it with the Deus 1 X35 coils, 11 inch and 9 inch, and 9 inch HF, the Simplex, and the Legend. I'm not gonna do the Deus 2 because I just don't have enough time. It's gonna start getting dark here pretty soon, but I'm gonna bury this coin here. And this is just a disclaimer, you know, this is to clarify what hot soil does to detectors. Take this test with a grain of salt. If you have mild soil, you have it freaking really easy. If you're hunting on the beach, and most detectors go really deep on the beach. Most detectors go really deep in mild soil. But where you find your best finds is in the hard spots. To detect in iron or deep targets, because they're hard to find, right? In iron, you're not going to be able to penetrate too deep through a bed of nails or in some highly, highly mineralized soil like I have. I'll just bury this target here. Enough talking. Make sure my camera's at the right angle here. All right, nickel down there. All right, it's a real nickel. Just bury it right here. 6 inches deep right here. I just buried a $50 right there, or a $1 coin, humongous coin right there at 7 inches deep, right there. Right. Not hitting it. Right. Humongous coin. This one's a nickel right here, about 5 inches deep. See? Nothing in the soil there. A nickel, right? About 6 inches deep. 6 inches deep right here. I'll smash it down, and my soil's wet too, so it makes it even worse. See? Multi-frequency, field mode, 4 kilohertz, ground balance. Nothing. All right. I've tried this test many times with a 6 inch coil in wet soil. It doesn't work very good, right? With the Legend. Show you my settings here. 7 recovery speed. We'll go up to 8 right here. Nothing. It's just the reality of it, man. The reality of it. Right. I'll pop that plug back open here. Right. Right. Lift my gain all the way up here. 4 kilohertz. If I can get away with it. Right. Nothing. 15 kilohertz. Put soil back over it. Right. And it's obvious that I can't be running full gain with this humongous coil where I'm at, so I have to drop my gain down, right? Iron. I would dig that target up. I might dig that target up. Probably not though. Maybe if I was hunting spot out big time. So I'm in a deep program, field program, you know. Go to 20 kilohertz. Doing really good. Iffy tone though. I'm not going to try multi-frequency because it's going to go batshit crazy in the EMI here, right? All machines do in high EMI, this spot right here. So I have to drop my gain down so it wouldn't be able to hit it. So I'll go with the Simplex right here. .278, 11-inch coil on it. Right here. Get this thing out of here. Right, all ground mounts. 80 ground balance. I'll pop the plug. Right, see, running unstable, so I can't have it at high gain. So I have to drop it down a little bit. Right. Doing very well, right? But once I put that soil over it, not gonna happen, man. Not gonna happen. I'll have to throw that out over there. Crank my gain up here. I'm in park program, right? It's just hot soil. I'm not gonna do it. Right? If you have mild soil, you have it easy, man. Now I'll try the Deus 1. Testing machines in hot soil is just not fair, right? It's just not a fair test. In mild soil, you know, they perform very well. All machines perform very well on mild soil, but when you get over hot soil, you guys would understand. So I'm in deep program here. I'll just ground balance here. Come on. Stock deep program right here. All right. Run unstable, right? Two-tone is gonna run unstable in my soil. Right? All my machines, if I run them two-tone, they run really unstable. Oh, right there, getting a little hit on it right there. I'll try Deus fast program right here. 7 kilohertz. Right? Hot on coins, right? So I can go. Actually, that's 17 kilohertz. I'll go to 7 kilohertz. Ground balance it here. Yeah, I can do a lot of settings that everybody wants me to do, but I just can't do all of them. All right, 84 ground balance here. All right. Just touching it a little bit right there. I'm not going to go on and on and on with this, but I will see if I can push the buttons on the Deus here. Change my coil out here to the high frequency coil. Deus fast, the same exact settings, actually at a different frequency though. Right. So with the high frequency coil, I can't have the same ground balance, right? I have to go ground balance a little bit down a little bit more. It's 82 ground balance now. Right there, 81 ground balance. I like my negative ground balance in my soil here. See? And that's at 14 kilohertz, right, stock. See, it's hitting quite a bit better, right? With the same settings as the X35 coil, because I'm higher in frequency. The lower frequencies do not like my wet soil, and the higher frequencies do not like my wet soil either. But I'm not running this coil here in higher frequencies. I'm running at 14 kilohertz, right? It's hot on coins and hot on jewelry. It's not super hot on gold, but it's hot on gold rings, right? Very good frequency, all around good frequency to be in, right? Now I'll show you the big coil here. I'll put it in Deus deep program here. The same settings here, but I'll have to re-ground balance it because I'm using a different coil. So you got to understand that when you change coils, the ground balance is different. It's a little bit too high there. Right there. I can raise my recovery speed up here. It's not really fair to raise my recovery speed up here, but I'll just show you the Deus 2, or the Deus HF coil does very well. 3 right here. What's 3? Now I'll go with a different coil here, 11-inch coil. Oh, come on, double button pushing with the Deus. Come on. Same program, deep program, 3 recovery speed with 11-inch coil. I don't use this coil much because it just does not perform very well. My soil just get a lot of EMI. It's horrible EMI. And now I'm back down to the lower frequency here. Probably put me at 7.7 kilohertz frequency. I'll have to drop my gain down here. Alright, I have to drop my gain down. It's the only way I can do it with this big coil here, right? Come on, come on, come on. Right. So there's a coin right there. Ground balance it here. See if I can get a good ground balance. It seems pretty stable right now with that ground balance, but it is hitting it. It's hitting it right there. Deus fast program. It's running really unstable. Too high a gain. Ground balance is all off. So got to make a couple adjustments here with it. Drop my gain down here a little bit. Go up with my frequency, 70 kilohertz. Big coils do not work well in hot soil like mine, right? That's why I do not use this big coil. That's why I pretty much don't use any big coils in my soil. I'm not trying to go deep in my soil because there's just no chance, right? No chance, right? There's a reality to it, man. If you see guys burying coins in sand or mild soil, that's the kind of results that you're going to get with that detector, you know. I really don't hunt in mild soil, so I don't really have tests in mild soil. All my soil is really hot, and on all my tests performs the same way. Metal detectors do not perform well in my hot soil when I bury coins, even big coins, right? The mild soil or sand or in low EMI spots, or, you know, if you have a big coil and you're trying to go deep in mild soil, they perform very well. But you have to swing slower and you're going for deeper targets. If you have a big coil, there's no really reason to swing fast, right? You're gonna wear yourself out really fast. And the whole intention of a big coil is to go deep. And the size of coil that works best in my soil is like about 8 inches in diameter. You know, pretty much most detectors perform about the same, except for the Deus 2 and the Equinox. They do go deeper. Maybe the Legend here might go deeper, but those are the deeper machines. And you know, I want a machine that's going to separate for me. I'm really not going for depth. You know, if I'm going for depth, I'm going to swing really slow. You see me in some of my videos, I'm swinging slow with a big coil, but what do I really dig out of the ground that's worth digging out of the ground that's deep? I've hunted that spot a lot if I'm swinging slow and I have a big coil, and I know that there's something good deeper in the ground. So I'm not going to waste my energy in swinging a big coil around all the time. You know, the Deus is a really good machine because it has a really good lightweight design, and I can get in those tight spots too because I have different coils for the Deus 1. The Deus 2 doesn't have smaller coil, so it can't get in those tight spots like the Deus 1 can. But the smaller coils really aren't going to go deep anyway. So, you know, take a lot of test videos, even my videos, with a grain of salt. You know, everybody has different soil. Everybody's hunting for different things, and everybody's hunting in different spots, different EMI. They're using different detectors, different settings, different coils. You know, it's really hard to compare machines, especially on depth. On separation, it's pretty easy to test separation tests on machines. But when you're going for depth, there are just so many variables, man. The soil has a lot to do with it. The soil conditions, how moist the soil is, how much iron content is in the soil, how much trash, how magnetic or conductive the ground is, a lot of factors. Well, thank you for watching. Please subscribe.